Hello everybody, welcome back to... I dropped my mouse. Welcome back to Let's Play Monster Hunter Rise. Today should be the finale of the story. I will have a bonus episode probably for what's gonna happen later. So, yeah, after this, yeah, the game done. And let me just say right now, Monster Hunter Rise was a lot longer of an LP than I thought it was ever going to be. Also, we got someone here, some rando. Okay, cool. We've done many quests. Yeah, we did event stuff. So 50 is the one you want to get to when you want to finish the main game. We have the All-Mother, a Iyabushi plus a Narwa. I am not prepped up for this at all. Because I decided to not go and grind up parts I need for this. But yeah, this is the final hunt of the online story mode. Once again, there is a bonus hunt I want to do later, but we're sure as crap not doing it with this character. And generally, like, whatever new content comes out, I will probably cover it with my other character, because that's the one I played the most. And also, this guy's ready. Well, you're going to have to wait for a second, because I need to see if I can make some better armor for this hunt. Upgrade. You get the Iyabushi set. I don't have the Teidostra. I'm missing one Teidostra part. Are you kidding me? I'm missing one thing for Akushadora, which I wanted to make. And we're missing, like, a couple things for Ojang. Well, crap. I could also just make that armor. It's crap, but it's kind of better for what I want to do. Kushidora might be the best defensively for what I want to do. That's fine. We're going in with the Raytheon armor. Yay! We're gonna lose because this fight's also kind of a long fight. Like, this might be a 45+ minute video if we do it correctly, which I'm hoping we do it correctly because this is also a pain in the butt fight. This is probably the worst fight in the core game. The Serpent's Rampage, or the source of the Rampage. Whoops. So yeah, we gotta fight Iyabushi and Narwa. You're probably thinking, why is this a special hunt and why is it called the All-Mother? You'll find out, especially if you're a fan of Okami. Like, as I said beforehand, this is technically a reference to that too, if you look at the text very loosely. And when I mean very loosely, I mean very freaking loosely. So, in Japanese myth and such, Amaterasu, or at least in Okami, I don't know if it's just Amaterasu period, the formal greeting between gods is, if you're, I'm going based off the text of Okami. I'm also I'm gonna paraphrase this because I don't remember the entire opening segments of it, but, it is, oh mother, goodness to us all. That's how every god in Okami addresses Amaterasu. So I don't know if that's like a Japanese formal thing or what, but yeah, these two are kind of just hell-bent on, you know, destroying the freaking planet. So here's the funny thing: Iyabushi, being the first one you have to hunt down, he's not tough. Yeah, it's the same patterns. His attacks are going to be so much weaker compared to what you are originally used to. Also, if you did the event quest like I did, he hits so much harder, he attacks so much faster. So, yeah, this is pretty much just a cakewalk for me. I say that I got hit like twice now. But this is not the challenge of this hunt. The challenge is part 2. And technically it goes into like part 3 also. But yeah, part 2 is going to be the hell in this fight. Or, you got that? I guess I'll grab this one. So, just like a regular siege, do not rely solely on your weapons. Use the surrounding parts around you to get a lot of stuff done. Iebushi's stunned, so I'm gonna go right into his head and try to get KO damage on. So, let's get started. I don't have any fun or interesting trivia about Iebushi or Narwa besides the fact that I can make a couple Final Fantasy references because these are based off actual, like, deities of Japanese lore and Japanese myth. I do not know them fully, I just know the Final Fantasy VIII counterparts. Fujin and Raijin. These are, I mean, they're also in other Japanese-style games, like Goemon's Great Adventure for the N64. I believe they're in a couple other things. I don't know if they're explicitly for Japan, because I know in at least the Goemon game, they make reference that there's a Hawaiian god of thunder and stuff that have like has a very similar like taiko drum, which is the symbol for like thunder and lightning. Because supposedly, I've never heard a taiko drum proper, so I could be completely wrong. But supposedly that's supposed to like emulate or supposed to be the signs of like thunder and wind crashing down on one another. Which is funny because in most other native styles of music, at least music-wise, drums are usually seen more of an earth thing. So like, you know how, I guess native North American. I don't know the proper way of saying that. If I offend someone, I apologize. Drums are generally used as, you know, just that, a earth-based instrument. And sometimes, if they don't have the right things, they would replace that with, like, flutes and stuff if they don't have the flute on hand. So, just a fun little fact that, music has a very big part to play with this, and I'm not going to talk about the music too much because I can't hear it that well. Also, ooh, it is drowning me out slightly. I forgot, hunts are real loud. But going back to Fujin and Raijin, they are actually based off Japanese gods, Japanese gods of the same element, lightning, or wind and thunder, I believe. So, I mean, that's all I can really say, and I mean, it fits the theme of Monster Hunter Rise. It does seem to be very chaotic and very wind and thunder based, especially with all the movements and such. So, there's Iebushi. Iebushi does the same thing that Narwa does, crashes into the floor, but in this case, Iebushi takes us with him. Now, we have Narwa. There is a glitch, apparently, if you do enough damage to Narwa or Iebushi, this will trigger to make the fight easier. I have never seen that glitch done before properly. I don't know how it's done properly. But, supposedly that's the case. I'm not going to say, or going to confirm or deny it. I don't know how you do it. I'm just going based off what someone told me. So, now, considering Iebushi was devoured by Narwa, Narwa gets both the powers of Iebushi and herself. This is why she's called the All-Mother. And also, fun little fact, if you look at her little stomach gland there, and for those who know actual like snake stuff, that is the womb on a snake, I believe. It's got eggs in it, or at least like what appears to be eggs. I believe those are also referenced in a couple Japanese stuff, like Buddhist monks and stuff. Because I'm going to draw a very loose comparison to this, and I don't know if anyone's going to get this. But for those who know Krillin from Dragon Ball, and yes, I'm bringing Dragon Ball into this. Krillin has those, he has the 6 tattoos on his forehead. I'm very concerned, or I guess curious more than concerned. Is this also a reference to that by, like, a loose comparison? So, I guess that's really all I have to say about it. Besides, like, her skills are also now different because she has, Iebushi is, light blue, but she has her own stuff. So, yep, this is the final fight of the story mode. This is actually a very hard fight. And I remember one time in particular, I was helping a friend get past story mode because I was like, you know what, yeah, like, let's put some time, let's try to get it done. This fight for us, with 3 people, took about 4 to 5 hours. The patterns are weird, she's faster a little bit, but when you're done the event stuff, or if you've done the event stuff, you're so used to, like, G-rank style play than you are with high rank. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, here's the thing I was worried about. The grinder. She's going to pull you towards the ball, and the grinder is going to do a lot of damage to you. Probably one-shotting you if you're not lucky. But if you do that, you pretty much get right in there and start attacking her. And she usually follows this up with another move, which is very easy to dodge if you know how to read it properly. Yep, she's following it up already, I think. Or maybe she's not. Okay. You guys are stunned. Just like Iyabushi and Narwa themselves, their tails are cuttable. The tails are cuttable, and the face, chest, and Narwa's, I guess, womb, I guess I'm going to call it, are breakable. So if you could ever get the time to do that, it does boost your chances to get the higher end drops. That move, she basically shoots twin lasers. You gotta move in such a pattern where you get in between them and then get out of them. There are times where she will not let that go and let it go the entire map. So be forewarned, there is a lot of strategy you have to put into this fight, and you have to be very cautious of how you play it. Because with my armor set, I'm pretty sure some moves of hers could one-shot me. Mostly because I don't have, like, upgrades to my armor and such. But hopefully I've studied this fight enough to the point where I can dodge anything she can throw at me. That's a Iyabushi move, I believe, not a Narwa move, or it's probably a mix of all mother move, where she sets pillars up, you get behind them, and you just gotta dodge the lasers. There we go. That's the hit I was waiting for. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying this, because this is the finale of Monster Hunter Rise for what I wanted to get done. Are you doing... Yes, you are. And someone knocked you out of it. Great. Oh, crap. I probably messed that up, but okay. Thank you, Twitter. I just got an email from Twitter. So, when you get to a certain part of the fight, a random out of Madamalo, Teidostra, Kushidora, or not Kushidora, or Chameleos will show up here. And before I was going to say, I have evidence of Chameleos showing up in this fight. So what you gotta do, or what you want to do, mount the monster, because she will never be mountable. Go in, get some damage. Her weakness is a major Blast Blight, but because we didn't upgrade Madamalo or get the Teidostra Hunting Horn, which I wanted badly, we're pretty much going to have to do it with Poison. She's still susceptible to, like, most elements, if not all elements. It's just Blast works the best. Because it's also a weakness of Iyabushi. And she does take more damage based off the Iyabushi parts that she has in her. And it's kind of like ironic justice, isn't it? That, like, these two monsters that were kind of, like, completely bent on destroying the human race to basically have their supremacy over everything are getting taken down by the same people that they wanted to destroy. And here we go. Third part of the fight is where you get to hear Proof of Hero for the first time in this game. Proof of Hero, as you guys may or may not know, is my favorite song on Monster Hunter. It plays during the most climactic parts of any fight, and it's generally tied with a lot of story fights. I guess another thing to bring up is I don't have a lot to bring up right now, just because I'm not really thinking about it. Oh, is she doing? Yeah, she's doing the move. Okay. So, whenever she does that, go right on a thing. She's going to basically launch a tiny ball. It's a giant nuke. If you're ever on the ground when that goes off, you're pretty much gone. That was the move I was worried about the most of one-shotting. Even though it's really slow, it's easy to predict. There are some people who feel ballsy enough to think they can survive it. As it stands right now, I don't have any new content. I don't have anything new to talk about just because this fight is going to take a lot out of me in concentration. There are things around you that you can use to your advantage. There's like lamp bugs. There's that iron thing, or the rock bug that augments your defense and stuff like that. So this hunt mostly falls down to learn it, get it down, and then start going right down to it. And I'm not gonna lie, there is a friend of mine, I don't know if they still do this. There's a friend of mine who actually learned how to speedrun this fight in particular. So it's kind of fun to watch some speedruns of this fight in particular. Because I don't solo stuff in this game, and you guys know it. But he's one of the people that can solo it and do a pretty damn good job of it. But I will give you guys fair warning, he does use one of the more broke weapon classes in Monster Hunter, which I will fully admit I love, but I don't use a whole lot, which is Gun Lance. This fight in particular is a godsend if you're good at gun lances. If you're not good at gun lances, a good alternative would probably be Lance, Longsword, Honeyhorn, just to play support if you have an entire team that you're going to work with. Dual Blades is not a good weapon for this hunt. I will say that right now as someone who mains Dual Blades. They are probably one of the worst ones to do it with. But like Hammer, Horn, Insect Glaive is pretty bad with this fight too. I wouldn't recommend Insect Glaive. Sword Shield, and I think that's really about all I can think of right now that would be decent for this hunt. I guess the bows and stuff would be good too, but they're not super useful because of sometimes you don't have the right bow for a situation. But if you're running the Kushadora set and you know how to dodge with bows and bow guns and such, highly recommend good bow guns. That's a great support if you don't want to play a Honeyhorn. And there we go. I guarantee you these people are probably a lot higher level or a lot higher rank than I am, but I've also played this for 4+ hours at one point. Oh, there we go. We got 2 bow users. So, yeah, learn your weapon class, play with what your weapon class gives people or gives yourself, and you can pretty much get that stuff right off the bat. So, we have the skill origins, which is exclusive to this fight. This is what you're going to need to upgrade any of your Narwa or Iabushi weapons and armor. There is a point in the armor set they do require this, I believe. But because I also have my own armor set that I personally use over most other things, which is Teidostra, I don't really care for it. But yeah, like on that bonus video, we'll probably talk a little bit more about armor sets, a little bit more skills, and just give you guys a general idea of like what we're going to do, because there is going to be bonus content regardless for this, because there is a 100% quest reward stuff, there's 100%, sorry, not quest rewards, there's 100% thing that you can unlock after you do everything in the game, which I have done on my main file, and to be fair, if I'm going to do it on this, it would take way too damn long, and I don't really want to do that. You get most Iabushi and most Narwa stuff, plus the origin stuff. So, to go over what the bonus content for this will be, it's generally going to be whatever new event comes out, or whatever event you guys want me to cover. Voustrax, which is in the game, which was the last, like, free update for this, or one of the last major free updates that they added to this game, as of right now. And then when Icebreak, or SunBrake comes out, we'll play SunBrake on my main character. So for right now, I'll let you guys watch the cutscene.
Welcome back. We're all so happy to see you.
Hey, Super Hunter! Made another legend for yourself, eh?
I taught you everything you know, but still, proud of you, Ace.
Evil has been vanquished. The rampage is finally coming to an end.
Thanks to you, all of Kamura Village has been freed from the calamity. So thank you. guild is extremely pleased with your performance. We hope that you'll keep working hard so that you don't rest on your...
Oh, she has been worried sick about you. She's hardly eaten a thing since you left. But now that you're back safe, right?
Oh, stop it! What's so funny, huh? Cut it out!
That settles it. Minoto needs to eat, so then let's eat! Right, let's go. You deserve a feast, champion.
As the fires of the forge shine bright, and the sky is filled with sunlight,
The village is rid of its former strife, returning to a peaceful life.
if you're ever in the neighborhood for a hunt,
Feel free to drop by anytime you want. This village is warm like the light of day, and no one will ever be turned away.
I love how it also ends with a haiku. You can now upgrade the Iyabushi armor set and the Narwa armor set to their max compatibility. So we got Hojo to talk to real fast. And he's going to talk about something else that, once again, we will not cover on this account until... I might cover it on my account, on this account, sometime later, but for right now, there's, like, no point. Let's talk to Minato, just get the last little dialogue. Once again, sorry, I love that it ends on a haiku. Like, that is probably the best way to end this, proper, story-wise. To get to Hunter rank 100, there is a thing that you do get, but we're not going to do it on this account. I'm also going to just save and quit real fast. Sorry, rando. Sorry, randos who just really want to play. Holy crap. I, like, never get randos when I do this. I've also just wanted to get this recording done, and I kind of also posted that I was just going to do that real fast. So, I'm going to show you guys my main hunter, because I didn't show off the, special things, like the Sonic stuff that you can decorate your house with, and the other things. I'll just go real fast and talk about, like, what you get for, what event, and pretty much just what I've done, and then what I'm gonna probably end up doing on the side account, obviously. So, you do break, when you do that, you can now get your hunter rank all the way up to 99, or 999. I think you need to do the Valstrax quest for that, but once again, we'll talk about that more when we do it. I'm trying to figure out how I could show you guys what... Okay, so here's what my character has currently. I use the Teidostra set, as I said. So the Teidostra set gives me really good boosts and benefits. I keep the vanilla stuff on because I don't really care for anything else. Here's what my current skills are. I do plan to change up a lot of this just because this is not a good set, and I will talk about more of that, obviously, in a bonus content video. Here's what I have laid out currently. You guys can also tell what gems I put on, or what decorations I put on my stuff based off what the skills are, you see. There's my skills I got through rampages. I have the Teidostra Soul equipped, I think, because that basically augments your Blast Blight. So, if I go into camera, this is what you get for S'ing the Sonic event. Here's what you get for A rank, and here's what you get for, or was that B rank? Whatever, here's the Sonic stuff. These little figurines you get through the, what you call it? I'm trying to think what the freaking thing's called. The old notes, and those are scattered across the maps. You could basically go into expeditions through the village quest and do that through that. Here's all the other ones. The scrolls are slightly different. I also forgot Ibushi and Narwa. The scrolls, if I could go into rune customization, I have the the Moonlit Night scroll equipped. I could also have Showdown. I got the Rojang scroll, the Teodostra scroll, the Basilgi scroll, Ichibushi, Narwa, Valstrax, and then the Aphex and stuff. The leader stuff. The leader from the leader onwards and Fast Friends, those are based off achievements you get in the game. But the monster scrolls like the Ichibushi, etc., you just have to fight the monster 5 times. You have to win, mind you, but it's just fighting the monster 5 times, and then you go to the trader. You go through the trader, or you go through the trader or the thing in the guild hub. I'm just gonna show this off because, as I said, I'm just gonna make a little fast content update for this. We'll just take everything out now because I also forget to do this quite a lot. Okay, so next up, you want to go to exchange items, special goods. You need points to buy the scrolls, but if you're going to do it, if you did everything like I did and got all the old notes on this file, you're gonna have well more than enough points to ever do anything with all this. I do recommend using points over anything, just because you can buy stuff like this to get money for it if you're low on money, or if you just have friends that are willing to help you. Take advantage of that, because that's gonna help you a lot. We didn't talk about guild cards, so I can throw a fast little thing about guild cards up right now. Here is my guild card. If you guys want to, I believe you can also just download my guild card and then send me yours or something. Here's my guild card. I haven't really edited a lot of things about it besides like a couple pictures, which we'll go over pictures a bit later in this, and then kind of a bonus thing real fast. You can check how many times I used a weapon and what weapons I main over others. So you can see hunting horns up there. Dual blades are pretty high up there. I want to get to at least 1,000 with dual blades, then I'll swap off and try some other weapons, because there is 5,000. I think you get something for 5,000 or something like that, but I'm going to do that on my own damn time, as I said many times. So here's what my cats and dogs have right now. And here's every achievement I have currently. And I'm going to say right now, I do not plan to get all the stupid achievements. I tried that with Generations Ultimate, and I liked it in Ultimate, but it was also just a giant pain in the butt. So I guess some of the more hidden stuff is, like, here. Like, you get this for doing the Second Runes 50 times, doing any quest 50 times in there. You get one for each area, as with Volcano. The Reef of Honor, I believe this is how many, like, 10 requests you take on or something to help other people. Ward for 1,000 wire bug spins smoothly, which is basically when you use a wire bug, you hit B and do spins, which is a pretty easy, accessible style of combat for me. This one is riding, I think this is just riding any old monster. You get one for setting up all the camps in the game. Great Wire Bug, which is basically putting all the Great Wire Bugs in locations that you can use them in, which I will not cover because it's stupid, I don't like it. For helping people on quests 500 times, you get that. You get a thing for getting like 1,000 gold bugs that give you the Kimura points. Ward for bookmarking. Oh yeah, that's for getting all the old messages. This is just for saving up money. This is for using X amount of money. Chatterbox, this is just getting for 50, or yeah, thank me letters. It's just getting 50 partners. There's one for 100 partners, or just making the equipment for them. Or no, I'm sending them out for 100 times. Tune-up gear, Paladin gear, which is basically just make a lot of gear for them. The luxury armor set is basically whenever you could start making layered armor sets, and then obviously there's stuff like I haven't got, but I've done everything in the game on this file. The fans, those are just for, I think, doing every single quest in the game. Or I think, yeah, that one's for Valstrax, and that one is for doing everything in the game currently. That's for maxing out level for a Palkill or a Palamute. And that's surviving a lot of guild, high rank guild stuff. So for bonus content, we'll talk about the arena and probably do the arena whenever I can. Here's my current layout for everything I have. I also want to talk about pictures and how you can use them. Pictures can be using a go kart, as you guys saw, but you could also decorate your house with pictures. I think we talked about this on part 1 or whatever, but I want to go over it again regardless. And if I can find it, here we go. Here's a picture I took of Iyoshi or whatever how you pronounce the name. So that's kind of cool. Going over room customization, you can also change the BGMs. Whatever song you've listened to in the game or bought the DLC the DLC for, you can use as any kind of song anywhere. So I do like having the village as Homura's Song of Purity, which I think is the updated version of it, which is the one you get for like finishing everything. Best Buddy for the Plaza, which I don't really like. I don't go to the Plaza a whole lot. Secret Chimeras for the training area, which I haven't really gone into, so there's no point for me right now. You can also check your Monster Hunters here. You can check your collection stuff and the Buddy Dojo. So whatever you can do in there, you can do here. The gallery, fun little fact, is if you were to watch the first cutscene again, it puts whatever armor set you have on currently. So if I'm wearing the diver suit, which I am, it would show up in I would show up in the diver suit to talk to the Elder Fugen and stuff. But as I said, for right now, this LP's kind of done just because, as you can tell on my main profile, there's not really anything I want to do in particular. I do want to do the arena stuff, but I'll do that with friends, and when I could finally get some friends together, we'll just sit down and do this. Because there are some that I haven't done, but those are also challenges. And we'll go over the rewards for that like later. And the arenas are very special in Monster Hunter games because you don't get to bring your own stuff. Yep, you use rentals. And I love that concept, just to test your abilities with certain weapons. It doesn't count for your guild card though, sadly. If you guys know about any kind of like fast achievements I don't have on this file and you guys want me to get certain achievements, I'll aim for them. And there you go. You got little, this also like fills up at the shrines and stuff fill up as you play the game. Going over to call Coop real fast, you guys can tell I changed it slightly on my main file. My main file has a little fox mask, or is it flowers? No, it's a fox mask. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. But once again, we'll cover this later, not right now, doing so much other stuff right now. And that's Monster Hunter Rise in a nutshell. So I'll see you guys for a bonus episode, or whatever the heck I decide to do. I'm bad at outros. Whatever, see you guys later.